Before heading into the creeks, I decided to pay a visit to the Olú of Warri.
I think Niger Delta is one of the largest wetlands in the world, and I don't think people really truly appreciate how delicate this environment is, this ecosystem, and how much has been altered, destroyed, lost because of oil.
Today, the Niger Delta produces nearly all of Nigeria's crude oil, accounting for about 90% of the country's export earnings. Beneath the land and waters of the Niger Delta lies crude oil. Companies drill into the earth to extract oil to the surface, then transport it to facilities known as flow stations, where it is separated from water and natural gas. Some of the gas is captured and reused. The rest is burnt off, a process known as gas flaring.
We were flaring gas, which is a very important commodity.
So you drill oil, water and gas. So you need to flare it up to separate crude oil from water and gas.
From there, the oil travels through pipelines that cut across the communities to export terminals along the coast, where it is loaded onto ships and sent overseas.
Oil is pumping every day. It doesn't stop. Some wells are doing 50,000 barrels a day, and all these wells are in a block. So a whole block could be producing 500,000 barrels of oil a day. So you multiply a day, 360 days, by 56 years. And let us be conservative, that oil is, let's even say $40 a barrel. It's more than that. If we want to be conservative over these years, you are going to get hundreds of billions of dollars that have been, and it's still pumping every day. As we're talking, it's pumping.
Although this process generates significant wealth for Nigerians, but it leaves lasting effects on the environment and the communities closest to it.
The nature of extracting crude oil is an aggressive one. It's an invasive one. That's how you get the product out. And so, of course, in exploring and mining the oil, the environment will be affected. Trees are going to have to be cut, lands cleared, rigs brought, drilling. This has huge impact on the ecosystem itself, on the people who live on the land, where we were obviously fishing, all those activities heavily affected by oil exploration.
Many people blame the oil companies, some other people will blame the government, some other people will blame the people. You know, the people some of the times have taken arms to themselves to protect their territory, and it is called militancy. You know, from your perspective, who is supposed to be held accountable for the current state of the Niger Delta?
You can't just point to one person and say, I blame you, without accurately describing the real forces at play and calling them by name. Call capitalism by name, call economic interest by name, call situations and circumstances, you call them by name, put it all on the table. And how do you want to prioritize who gets what share of the blame? Capitalism and economic interest are very powerful forces. And when these forces are driving the conversation in any society, it is easy for human conditions to be secondary. It is easy. And I think that describes where we are in Nigeria today. So yes, the companies realize the oil is there and there is demand for the oil. They don't have to even market crude oil. So they are coming to do a service. They're coming to get the oil so that the world can benefit from it. Obviously, the government realizes, wow, there's oil in our land. There is mutual beneficial trade that can be there. So obviously, the government is going to want to welcome people who have the expertise to pull that out. Capitalism and profit chasing seems to be the primary thing. Everybody wants to make money. The oil companies need to make money because obviously they are not here for charity. The government needs revenues to be able to execute its functions as government. Sometimes in the way, the eagerness in which we want to get the money, people may just be silent about the cost of what brings that money.
If Nigeria was to fix the Niger Delta, right, what would it look like?
The foundation of what needs to be done, simply put, a human face needs to be put forward. Can we take the next 4 years? In clusters, we will do electricity and water projects, maybe even also include infrastructure, landing jetties, a central water system that villages can connect to, and electricity. And you just have it in strategic clusters where the oil is being produced so that people can just simply run a line to a grid. The lives of the people in the Niger Delta will change. They may push the blame and say it is the government's responsibility. And on paper, they may be correct. But the people don't see government in the creeks.
See the company.
They see the company. They see you doing the drilling.
Yeah.
And so that humanity in saying, give us a little. What is $10 million to do a one-time central electricity grid for how many thousands of people compared to the hundreds of billions of... If, for instance, Chevron says, oh, we're going to do this and we are going to bring our own Chevron Americanized people to do the work. So we wake up and the work is done and no Nigerian company benefited from it. We're not looking for profits. We're looking for quality to be executed. Let them realize that where they live, there is an improvement. Let's start from there. Let's start from there.
Yeah.
The UAE and Qatar both have crude oil, but comparing these countries to Nigeria, you can only wonder if it is the same kind of crude oil Nigeria has. More than 60 years after oil was discovered, Nigeria still depends heavily on crude oil as its main export, while other nations have diversified into sectors like tourism, aviation, and technology. So with everything you know now, who do you think is to be held accountable and what should be done? Let me know in the comment section. If this story means something to you, share this video so the voices of the Niger Delta can be heard. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.